Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This is going to be my preview on Roman Reigns Shredder. He is a new gen era aggressive technician. He has the Bloodline link, any color move starts with 2 more MP. Turtles link, any color moves deal damage 75% more. New gen, gems do 10% more damage. The stock Shredder gear. He's a trainer at 35k, which is going to be 6-star gold. Black gems do 50% more damage, and blue moves start with 2 more MP. Pretty solid. Let's see what else. Moment is not maxed. It's not leveled at all. So if it were maxed, it would add a lot more to his submission, and it would add more to his submission. So let's start with that moveset. Might of the Foot, 3 MP, deal 784k damage and increase your black MP by 6. That's going to fill the tortoise rack up. If the opponent generated at least 1 power gem, then deal 1.42 million damage and make all green gems into multiply gems of strength 10. Then steal the opponent's turn. The old way, 5 MP purple, deals 690k damage and cause your opponent to bleed for 2 turns. During each of these turns, there is a 100% chance to deal 2.3 million bleed damage to your opponent. I'm buffing the sub because it ended up being more damage than buffing the bleed. Tortoise Rack, 6 MP sub, play 7 gems and do 1.42 million damage for 8 turns. Remaining turn into purple, so it's a purple choose sub. It reloads everything else. That's 3 MP, so we actually technically don't even need woods to get it started. But any color submission moves do 5% more damage per turn, so that's something. Zombie Kevin Owens gives us 3 more turns on the sub-a-dub. Logan 50-1, and Rocky Johnson 50-1. That brings us up to 2.91 million damage for 9 turns, nearly 27 million. Now, the moment adds 200% to the sub, and the base is 1.42 million, so that would be an additional 2.8 million damage onto that 2.91 million damage for 9 turns. By my math, if you have the moment, he should be doing around 51 million damage on the sub with the moment. That's a heck of a sub. That's worth mentioning. 51 million on the sub, and you with this setup, and then you would have another almost 5 million in bleed, so you're talking like 56 million damage right out the gate. So anyway, Roman is great. The moment is on the prize wall. Roman looks to be free if you do your stuff. When you look at the solo contest here, there's a lot of milestones, 60 of them total. But if you notice, Roman is here at 4.9 million. And all the way down here, where the VHS tape is 7 million. I would think Roman is going to be pretty free. He is also an S tier as a free poster. So this is a heck of a poster, guys, to get for free. I think a lot of people are just gonna run some version of this if you don't have like really nice stuff. Anyway, let me show it to you. Go ahead and grab the moment, if for nothing else, for Roman and this sub build. So he's got 99 MP, but if he didn't, this would fill your stuff in feud, then you'd hit your bleed, and Sammy's got 48 million life. And let's see how much we do Sans moment with no moment. 2-3 matches of purple is good. That'll get you reloaded for your next turn, no problem. And you can see we're just gonna chug away at Sammy and do nearly, I don't know, what was that like? He started at 50 and he's down to 14. So like 30, 36? 40, yeah, 36 million-ish between the moves and everything. So it's going to be a pretty easy 2-cycle win. That's a heck of a sub, guys, even without the moment. Whew. That's a biggie boy, I'll say. You don't want to miss this one, guys. Sub enjoyers everywhere are rejoicing right now. For sure. That is a good sub. Okay, next build Oh, so I had 100% move damage strap on for that. No purple, whatever, no purple move thingies. It's not doing anything for that build set, right? This one, it'll definitely do stuff for. Triple green. And I don't like botch builds, but I like this one a little bit. I like this one a little bit. I like this one a lot of bit. It's a little bit clicky, but it is really cool. And the animation on the Super Shredder is chef's kiss. Just wait for this. Wretched Reptile Ripper, 6 MP, 1 million damage, 23 random gems into botch. Turtle Soup, 942k damage, choose 4 gems to make into green. Super Shredder, 10 MP finisher, deal 1.7 million damage, plus 207k bonus damage for every botch gem, pin the opponent. Then deal 1.4 million damage and decrease all of your opponent's gems by 49% for 2 total turns. This includes both your opponent's turn and your turn. So this finisher with like in conjunction with the Hitman's Plate or Rock's Finery, they're not going anywhere. I do have the Sheik Plate on. If you don't know what the Sheik Plate is, whenever you activate a green move, increase your green move damage by 100% for 2 turns. So we're going to activate that a bunch. Entourage for this one is the green stuff. Right here. We got Bailey for move damage. We got Steel here for 4 MP. Becky is doing 60% on the botch gems, nothing crazy. There, you could easily just go with a move damage if you don't have Becky, green move damage. And then this one is pretty good. Botch do 40% more damage on Triple H here, Blue Blood, but you also create 3 more botches. So between that, we're going to easily fill the whole board, literally the entire board with botch gems. So, yeah, let's see what this one looks like. 26 random into botch. You'll throw that first. And then 2-3 matches will reload the botch. Oh, by the way, finisher's doing 11 there and then 9 there after 1 Sheik Plate buff. So that's 20 million move damage on the finisher. I do have a 200% green move damage medal too, by the way, guys. So 2-3 matches. We're going to go here and here. Why not? Cascade risk. It is what it is. You can see now finisher's up to 13 and 10, 23 million, and that's without the botch damage. Chuck the botches again. Now it's a whole board full of botches. So we have 49 botch gems that are going to do 414k damage. So 414,000 times 49. 20 million in botch. And then there's 15 and 12, 37. So we're up to 57 million damage with the finisher. But we can also do this. Now this is hitting for 10 million damage because it's a green move. And then you can hit your finisher, which is now doing 16 and 13 for 29 million damage plus 20. That's like 49 million damage right there. And look at that animation. Yeah, that's friggin' awesome. Okay, so if you don't cascade, kind of good. Kind of really good. I think that's the first time I've ever liked a botch build in a very long time. Not ever, but in a very long time. I like that botch build. That's fun. So how hard does it hit if you just want to do like a Mherex special and click 3 times? Let's find out. That's a great question. So this will put 26 botches on the board. Roxanne, Steel, 17k Santa, and this fella. In conjunction with Rock's Finery is what you'd use this. If you just want to do 3 clicks, do as much damage as you can, but you're still going to leave damage on the table. But you'd use this with Rock's Finery and the Hitman Plate. So Sammy started at 50 million health, and 3 clicks brings him down to 20 million. So 30 million total damage. Oh, a little more because it was a double. 40 million total damage, 30 on the finisher, right? That's a pretty, again, I mean, like, I can get behind that kind of botch build with the Rock's Finery. 40 million is a decent chunk. of damage. So yeah, I don't hate it at all. This last move set is my favorite though, but it's very different looking at gold. So in this case, what you see here and what it is at gold are a pretty big difference. I'll show it and I'll talk to you about it as I'm putting them on. We put 100% gem damage strap on, no plate. We can put a plate on if we want, and we probably will. We're going back to the might of the foot move that we had, and then the other two moves you didn't see, the two black moves. They're both 6 MP. Welcome to Shredderville. Deal 800k damage and make the bottom 3 rows into multiply gems of strength 6 at gold. That's the bottom 4 rows into strength 7. So not only do you get an additional row, which is 25% harder than it's going to hit here, you also get another multiply gem, which is 1/7 more damage as well. So you're getting a quarter plus and a 7th plus out of that. And then a Shadow of Evil, 6 MP, 849k damage, make 26 multiply gems into purple gems. So as long as there's 2 purple gems in the bottom 2 rows, you get all 28. Then deal 2.4 million damage and destroy 49 random green gems. People might be like, why destroy the random green gems? That's because of the reversal. That move is designed to combo with this. So if someone plays power gems, you make the whole board into green multiply gems. So you're gonna blow it up and then blow up all the green multiply gems. That's the point of that one. We won't see that part, but that's what it's there for. Entourage for this one, I'm gonna go with this Gunther because he gets the 3 MP loaded. Sherry, multiply gems 4 bigger. Chelsea, green 60% multiply gems here. You could use like Mem Rock, that sort of thing. Although I'm pretty sure when I tested this, Chelsea was more than Mem, if I remember correctly. And purple gems do 30% more in Brett. Of course, if these are gold, they both do another. Well, Brett does another 10%. Chelsea, it doesn't matter, right? So again, whatever we see here, you're basically gonna add. I'll run it and then I'll kind of walk you through it. This is though 100% strap, makes a big difference. Also for these kind of build sets, you need your stars filled, your levels maxed to hit this. So whatever you see him here, you can at least double, but then you also have to take into account another row of multiply gems. So let's this would be your gameplay loop. So the multiply gems right now are doing 1.1 million. So that's at least 7.7 million more. But they also would be multiply gems of strength 11. So that's another like 100, at least 100,000 on each gem. It's more than that really, but so you're looking at like 8 at least 8.5 million more with that extra column from what you see here. At this level, and then you would double it. So we would add like, yeah, we'll add 8 million and then double it. Basically, we'll just go 7. We'll play it safe. I'll go 7 million and double it. Anyway, the animations are ridiculously cool. I love them. And that did 26 million gem damage. So if you added 8 million, that would be 34. We'll call it 35, and double it at gold would be 70 million, which sounds about right. I would do about 70 million at gold with it all beefed up, with that setup. So it's I don't not really sure what else to do with this move set. I mean, like we can do let's do this. Let's put D'Lo on for those that don't have Sherry and then don't have Matt. Let's see what it would hit here, and I'll try and extrapolate it to gold for you as well. Although this is 100% strap still, so you may not have that. And that's without a plate, that first one. All right. 8.7 or 870k rather. Plus 1 more on the multiply would be a bigger difference from 7 to 8, like more impactful. and then one more row. So 7, let's call it, well, let's call it 7 at 8.7, and then let's add 100K. 7 times 8.8. Like 6.2 million more from what you see here, and then double it. Let's try that. That should be close. So that was 20 gem. So that would be what? 26 gem up to 52 million gem plus the move damage. Right? Up to 52 million gem damage at gold plus the move damage. So yeah, like he's really good. Really, 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 really good. I love him. His animations are awesome. There's got to be something in here kind of for everybody, I would think. He's going to be really good on a purple boss. Purple boss is easily the most loaded color. So, like, I don't necessarily factor that super high, but low charge, really solid for feud, really fast. The botch moveset, you could recycle it if there was ever a botch boss, but the damage isn't super duper high on the per botch, so I don't think he'd be super great there, to be honest. And I mean, if we got a sub boss, he would be good. So actually, I think his his utility is kind of like sort of low, even though he's pretty diverse in what he can do. It really translates basically to feud for me. I guess showdown too for sure. So that's not bad. And it's 3 distinct movesets. As far as techs go, I think he's really good, and I think how people rate him will probably vary. On if they have the moment or not, and then what kind of extras they have. I think for me, the top of the tech heap is really Ilya and Julius, and I don't think he's in their league, to be honest, personally. But that's also based on what I have on my roster. So like for a lot of people, if you can put out a big sub like that, he's probably your best tech, right? Because you don't need a strap for that sort of thing, to hit the sub really hard. What else? I think Mercy is really interesting in the sense that I actually really, really like Mercy. If it wasn't for the fact that Julius and Ilya are so lights out, I think he's actually fairly close behind them. So for me, I would probably put those 3 in my top 3 techs, to be honest. We're not going to talk about Rocky 76. He would definitely be in there in the top 4. But we're not going to count him. And then I think right after that, I would put Shredder, Roman Shredder for me. So, and I think he's kind of in that same sort of tier of like, go ahead and use any of these guys. They're all great. It's whichever one you prefer. I mean, Julius 2 clicking is super duper fast with the Tama plate, but you might not have the Tama plate. Then Julius loses some of the attractiveness there. Ilya is really great in general. The biggest downside, and this is the downside for a lot of them, is they use multiply gems, but they do have alternative move sets, and it's not necessarily a downside. It's just easier to nerf and feud. But he's super low charge too, which I love. So I mean, yeah, right up there with the best techs in the game, depending on what you got. And I think make sure if you do anything this month, you get him. There's a ton of good rewards on the way. This event, we've had a lot of spend lately, and this is definitely spend for Cody, it looks like, from what I can tell now. But the rest of the event looks really, really, really good. I'm a big fan of this event just looking at it. But maybe that's a different video. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you think I need to do a budget build, with the sub being what it is, that's what I'm going to recommend. I can do a budget build, but I mean, like, if you don't have Logan, then you would put one of your bleed trainers in, like Kyrie, and that's your budget build. Strap doesn't matter, right? Get the moment, and it's an even better budget build. So that's your budget build. So I don't really feel like I need to do a budget video on Roman, even though a lot of people are going to get him. But if you feel like I need to, let me know in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share because that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck out there. I love this room, and the animations are so fun. Why? I need more. I need, like, be able to use 4 techs at the same time in Feud. A tech is sacrilege. I'm not going to say it, but tech is one of my favorite classes in the game.